Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we'll be taking a look at the Hebitsukai Metal DX Dark SeizaBlaster from Uchu Sentai Kyuranger. Probably my last Kyuranger review as the show has ended and I don't believe I have any other premium Bandai releases for Kyuranger on the horizon. But what a way to go. Way to go out in style. This thing is really cool. Hebitsukai Metal featured very prominently here on the front of the box. It's a really nice looking box. I like the artwork they used here. Very simple, but it looks elegant. I like it a lot. Top, very basic. Bottom, your usual kind of boring warnings and things. The sides of the box are also very simple. And then just another picture here on the back. It's just kind of a weird picture of him like lunging at you. I don't know. Kind of weird. But I think the box is really cool. Very simple, but very like elegant. Just really neat. So let's go ahead. We'll get the Dark SeizaBlaster out of the box and we'll take a closer look. Here is the Dark SeizaBlaster out of the packaging and the two evil Kyutama that come with it. You have the Dark Kyutama and the Black Hole Kyutama. So we'll take a look at these real quick. This is just kind of like an evil claw here on the front. And then you have this nice holofoil sticker here. Open that halfway. You get about half the claw. There you go. You have the other little bit. Let me get my light here so I can shine this through the back. So you can see it's kind of like two claws reaching out and making someone evil, which is very appropriate for this Kyutama. I think that's really cool. I like that picture a lot. The pin system on the bottom, I believe it says, it's really hard to read the numbers. I think it says B62. The pin system is almost all 6 pins. It's 5 out of the 6 pins. Again, I apologize. It's like impossible. It's hard to see in person, let alone on camera, because it's just very dark in there and it's dark plastic. So I apologize for that. The other one you get here is the Black Hole Kyutama. Again, same holofoil sticker. That is halfway filled in. That's the other half filled in. This one is all 6 pins. So you get all 6. And that is B63. There we go. I got the light to catch that just right. Taking a look from the back. It kind of looks like a trumpet or something, but it looks like it's everything being sucked into a black hole, I believe. That is what that is supposed to be. So very cool. Two very cool Kyutama. I love the metallic purple color for the kind of what's normally gray on the Kyutama. Really very neat. Putting those off to the side for a moment. Here is the Dark SeizaBlaster itself. Again, really nice metallic purple paint here. Otherwise, mostly black with silver. A little bit of red here in the front. Has the same little handle that pops down. Has the same button here. It does come with a strap. I elected not to put it on. It's just a gray, light gray version of the same strap that comes with the regular SeizaBlaster. I just don't wear these, so I don't bother. Here is the regular SeizaBlaster for comparison. You can see obviously the blaster part in the front looks very different. Looking at these kind of head on, and I apologize because they're both really big, so it's hard to get them in frame at the same time, but you can kind of see here, very similar from the top. It's really just this front section that's different. From the side, pretty much completely the same, except this button's red, whereas they elected to make this the same kind of dark blackish gray color, so it just kind of blends in. Otherwise, very similar. So let's go ahead and turn it on. It does take 3 AAA batteries, which go in this compartment here. On and off switches in the same place as the regular SeizaBlaster. So it's kind of like a darker, eviler version of the same jingle that comes on when you turn on the SeizaBlaster. I think that's really cool. So if you hit this button, so that's kind of your standard blaster sound. If you use the trigger here, So you can hear it's two different blaster sounds. They're fairly similar, but they are different. If you hold this button down, you switch into Naga phrase mode. Okay, so we've come back around. So that is a ton of phrases from Naga. And if you can tell, those are nice Naga phrases. Those are normal Naga phrases because he hasn't turned evil yet. So if you have nothing inserted and you hold that button down, you go into the normal, happy Naga. All right, it's going back to crazy sounds. That's the normal Naga phrases. So if we go ahead and we insert the Dark Kyutama. I love that music. So now he's Hebitsukai metal. So it just says Dark Voyager. I still don't think this has docking sounds. Sorry, I should have clarified. When I say it doesn't have docking sounds, I mean it's nothing new. It's the same docking sounds that any Kyutama made, even in the regular SeizaBlaster. So you kind of run through the normal functions like when you insert any Kyutama. You have the change, you have the Voyager, you have the attack, and then you have the super attack. You do have the docking sounds, but there's nothing new there, so I'm just going to gloss over it from now on. But now that he's transformed and he's evil Naga, I, I love it. You can never tell when it's done. I was just gonna say I love that evil Naga laugh. Okay, so now we're back around. So I think that's really cool. When you have nothing inserted and you hold it down, you enter into like normal Naga phrases, and then once he transforms into Hebitsukai metal, you hold it down, you get evil Naga phrases. So I think that's a really cool. Oh, and it's just doing explosion sounds again. So I think that's really neat. I think that's a really cool feature, and you get a really large number of different sounds there, the different phrases for each. I think I counted something like 18 for each. So that's a ton of phrases there. That's really cool. We also have the black hole Kyutama. So it doesn't say black hole Voyager, it just says black hole. So maybe that's how they actually summon the black hole. So, you see what it does if I, there we go. So I think that's pretty much it for what you can do with just what comes with this, but I still think that's a lot. I mean, even if you don't have any other Kyutama, I think it's a pretty decent amount of functionality. You have like, 18 to 20 regular Naga sounds, then you can have the transformation into Hebitsukai metal, then you have another 18 to 20 sounds of like evil Naga phrases. You have the black hole Kyutama, which makes the kind of standard 2 or 3 sounds that pretty much every Kyutama makes. So it's a lot of stuff, I think, and I really do like the design of this. I love the metallic purple. I love the kind of redesign of the blaster part of the top here. Really very neat. But that's not all the functionality this thing has. It can read all the other Kyutama. Now, as far as I know, the phrases are essentially the same. They're just kind of said in like a eviler, darker, raspier voice. But we'll check out a couple of them. So I just kind of brought in a random assortment of Kyutama. I'm not going to go through every possible one because that would take forever. And honestly, half of them would just say Kyutama in a darker voice anyway, so forget it. But I will start. First, I'll do Hebitsukai. This is obviously Naga's normal Kyutama. So as you can see, it doesn't do anything special or different. There's no unique sounds to pull out of this. It's just the normal transformation. Even that same kind of music from the original is there. It's just with a kind of, the darker voice basically re-recorded all the sounds. We'll try Shishi. Chameleon. Chameleon. I love the way it says it. So as you can tell, with the normal kind of Kyuranger Kyutama, it just does the normal transformation. Just for fun, we'll do Ryu. I also just randomly grabbed one non-Kyuranger transformation one. So no transformation name at the end because it's not a transformation Kyutama. So there you go. And then last but not least, I have the X-Aid Kyutama. Now it does say Genmu Kyutama. And it says, I'm a Kamen Rider. So, one, I love the X-Aid sound effects coming out of this. I love the fact that the X-Aid Kyutama in the Dark SeizaBlaster reads as the Genmu Kyutama. Obviously, Genmu is the black and purple version of X-Aid, so it all fits. It's all perfect. That alone, to me, is a huge drawing point for this thing. That's just really, really fun. But yeah, so, like I said, most of these have very similar sounds. You're not really going to get... I mean, this is the only one that has a different sound as far as I know, but I could be wrong about that. Most of them just kind of have the same phrases re-recorded in that evil voice, which is kind of cool. So, is that reason enough to buy it? No, but I mean, you obviously have all the stuff it does on its own, which I think is pretty sweet. But next we'll take a look at the two Kyutama we got with this in the regular SeizaBlaster. Alright, so we'll start with the Dark Kyutama. So nothing too exciting there. Just says Dark Voyager again. And then the black hole. So nothing too exciting there. I do love the way it says black hole. I don't know why. It just makes me laugh. But yeah, so it can read them as far as it says their names and it can distinguish them. It doesn't just say Kyutama, which is a big surprise. But it doesn't really do so much in the way of original sounds. I really like this a lot. I think there's a lot of fun to be had. One, I love the redesign of the SeizaBlaster. I think this color scheme is amazing for it. The dark with the silver and the metallic purple looks really, really good. I love the redesign of the front here. I also think that looks a lot better. It has the same functionality as the normal SeizaBlaster, whereas it can read all of your Kyutama. It just kind of re-recorded the same sounds in a darker, more menacing voice. But if for some reason you never got the original SeizaBlaster, you could have just this, and it would still read all of your Kyutama. So, you know, there is that. While at the same time, it has the nice Naga or normal Naga, and then the evil Naga phrases if you hold the button down, depending on if you have the dark Kyutama inserted or not. You also have the normal, dark Kyutama and black hole Kyutama, transformation, Voyager phrases. But also you have that X-Aid being read as Genmu, which I think is phenomenal. Whoever decided to sneak that in is a genius because the color scheme even matches for Genmu. It's so perfect. So there's a lot here that I really enjoy, and so I can't help but recommend this. If you can find it, I definitely recommend picking it up. Especially if you collected all the Kyutama, you can have not necessarily new sounds, but like new reading of the same sounds with that darker, menacing voice, which I think is a cooler voice, honestly. But there's a lot of fun here. There's a lot of fun to be had, and I can't recommend this thing enough. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and share the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the Hebitsukai Metal DX Dark SeizaBlaster from Uchu Sentai Kyuranger. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.